Right, we are live, I guess. Uh, Let me see. Okay, yes, switched. So this is okay. Okay. Next. No, this is not that. Getting there. Getting there. Here. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. Let me see. Yes, that's working. So here we are. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this transmission. So last night we were interrupted by a blackout from my provider. So let's see. No. So we are going into tonight, and we're going to have fun and to be together, right? As it's a pleasure to connect with every and each one of you, and to go through all of this and to spend this moment together. So, right. So we were interrupted yesterday as I was channeling Sioux, the healer. Okay, before getting back into the healing, so we were we were talking about the healing. So I was saying that this healing experience topic is something that I relate to as a experience multi lifetime. So in this idea of evolutionary dynasty, this idea, gosh, it's fine. So, okay, computer doesn't work. Let's start over. Like I was saying that. So, it's something I relate to from a point of view of many lives, and I feel like healing has been something that I've been doing for a very, very, very long time, in many ways, in many lives, and all of that comes together in the sense that I'm able to express that right here, right now, to connect with that, and to connect with the different and express the different way of healing from different standpoint. So to explain it in another way, we know that time is something we use, we create time in the moment as a tool that gives us a sense of movement in space, a sense of movement from one moment to another moment. And we use it to cover, right, the movement in between moments. However, time not being a truth or a constant or anything other than the tool of the moment, that also means that all of our moments are happening right now. They are not in the past, they are not in the future, they are not anywhere else than in the now. So what does that mean? It means that now I'm here recording this, so live on the internet, talking like this. This is my now. But all of my nows, lives, what I remember, right? I'll call that memory. But they are happening now. So as I'm here, I'm also there. In all of theirs, all of those theirs are happening now. So that there is no difference in time. It's not then, it's not to come, it's now. So I can, if I were to be able to do that, I could be in any of those now. Actually, I am in all of those nows. Right now, experiencing those nows. So I'm here and there, and it's always what me experiences all that. But here is the thing, is that it's not just me, so it's not just this incarnation that is having that experience. It's all incarnations that are having that experience of being right here, right now. So all, when I'm talking about I am having all my experiences right now, I'm not referring just to this incarnation. I'm referring to all of my incarnations. They are happening right here, right now, all over the place. So that what I'm calling memory, or what we call memory, is not a memory, because it's not a memory of something past. It's a relationship with different with those moments. And why do I remember, or am I able to recall certain moments, not all moments? Is just because I am selecting what I need to have as a memory. But my actual memory, the real memory, my memory of the self, ancestral, or of whatever you want to call it, it's of all those moments. I am connected with me and all of my incarnations in all of those moments. So you have the selective human memory that is relating to just a few that we put in a timeline. That's where time becomes a tool. It helps to put them in a timeline, even though actually I have realized that I'm not even able to do that, because there are things that I experience and now I even don't know if I did first this or first that. I'm confusing that, and I even don't know anymore. And actually it even doesn't matter anymore to know if I was first in this place or first in that place in that trip. So it loses all meaning. But however, that is the use of time. So that then my relationship with all of those versions of me in all of those moments allows me to do what? Allows me to be connected with all of that and then express that. Expressing the experience. So I have the knowledge and I have the experience of all of those lives. Now, this is not something that we get consciously or that we play with a lot so far, because we didn't know it's this disability or this reality or this state of being is not part of our knowledge. We are selective in the sense that we perceive our life as 24, 50, 80, 16, 95, years of lifespan on this earth in this life, and that's all we think that we get. Now, that clearly is not the case. If that was the case, well, then you have to eliminate people like Mozart from history, because Mozart, then it's not possible anymore. A child cannot have the experience of necessary to play the piano, to write music as Mozart did. They can't. It's simply not possible. However, Mozart existed. So Mozart was able to do that because Mozart had the ability to use all the knowledge of all of his different lives spent in experiencing music, learning music, playing music, singing, creating music, right, all the stages. And now, another thing about that is that when we talk, and we have to be careful about these things, because it's always things that they can look like insignificant, but when we say time is not a factor, that time is not real, it means that it's not real. So it means that what we perceive in the past is not in the past, it's now. But it also means that what is in the future is not in the future, but it's now. So the memory that we have goes in both. So I'm accessing my lives, my experiences in what is considered as past, but I'm also accessing to the future. As it's neither of them, of those, it's now, so I have access to all of that now. Concerning the self, obviously, our experience in this earth is an experience that is linked with time. So that is why, concerning this life, I don't know, I don't have the memory of the future, at least not really. I can have some glints and glances here and there, and recognizing this and that, or right, perceiving the future. Yeah, I'm able to perceive the future, or to be more exact, I'm able to perceive potentials. There is a potential of this, there is a potential of that, then is the potential being the one that is realized, or is another potential that is realized? Because the truth is that there isn't just one potential, there are many potentials. And so it's a question to see which one is going to be applied, which one am I going to attract, because I'm able to attract any of them. However, with my belief system and with my relationship with reality, well, then I will just reduce the potentials to just a few, or just one, or just what is that is then able to come. Belief systems are there for that. They are well, limitations, there are, well, many things, but they are also what determines which potential is realized and which one is not anymore. Probably not the one realized, because, well, it doesn't enter into someone's belief system. Let's say that I have a different, I have the potential, or let's not talk about me. Let's say that someone has the potential to ride a dragon, have a flight with a dragon. Now, that's a potential. However, there is one tiny little problem with that, and that is that human beings right now do not believe that dragons do exist. They may have a concept of maybe they disappeared in a very far past where, well, they were killed. Some may believe that, others just believe that they never existed. They're an invention of the fantasy world, of fantasy writers that have too much fantasy, and that are just writing about creatures that do not exist. Well, yeah, well, those creatures, so tell us to go fuck yourself. But that's beside the point. The point is that that is a belief system. So when it comes to that potential of riding and a dragon and fly away in the skies, well, that person will have realized that potential only in the versions of his reality where that belief system is not existing, where they do not hold that belief system. In our reality, right here, right now, the belief system is that there are no dragons. So the riding the dragon is already a potential that is not linked to that version of the being. That is what limitations, well, that is how belief systems are influencing reality and creation and attraction. What am I able to have in my reality? Where I'm able to have what is in matching my belief system. So back to our relationship with our life and lives and how we express them and how we relate to them, right? So when we, what is happening here? Are we still there? Yeah, I guess so. When we talk about these things, right? Mostly we don't know. We have absolutely no concept of this. And this is, for me, it's quite new bringing this up. To understand this is really recent, right? And working with Roxy, this came up, and now it's an exploration. I'm exploring that and bringing my understanding into that. But it's not something that I've heard very, very often talk about, or right, it's not that we invented anything, but clearly it's not something that is in the main way of thinking, of understanding reality. So that actually, there we are, right? It's we there isn't this relationship and understanding of this way of creating, right? Of having so much connection with every moment, and every moment being linked with this moment, and this moment linking with every other moment. But that's how it is. Then it's a selection. There is a selection of what is needed in this moment. So that to say, right, when I'm talking about healing and my relationship with all the healing that is happening, right, that healing is happening right now in all the moments where the healing is happening, and I'm connecting with that, I'm being that, and I'm expressing that here and now. So I'm able to, through those connections with those healings, I'm able to bring them here and to use that healing. And again, Mozart, that's exactly what explains Mozart. Mozart is able to do that, to use all that knowledge in all the moment. Again, Mozart, you will say, well, all this past life, it's not past again. All those lives are nows. And if we use time, those lives may be in the past, but they may be also in the future. Again, past, future, they're not a factor. We believe them to be a factor, but this is the new me. This is the new concept that I have related to reality, is that those belief systems are only relevant in the connection with the human reality, the human expression. But once you let go of the need of being caged into belief systems, and you release belief systems, then you realize, well, there are no rules, there are no limitations. So you see, I am absolutely free, so that I am here and now, and I am connected with all of these nows, all of the versions, all the incarnation, all of the stuff that I have in all of these moments. Again, they are expressed in this moment, and this moment is expressed in those moments, so that there is a connection that is always existing between every versions of us. And then what I am expressing here now, it's what I'm choosing to express as my choice and as the expression of the moment. This is the moment. I could bring in music, I could bring in healing, I could bring in art, I could bring in anything, mathematics, whatever, because all of this is expressed in many of those moments. So I have the ability to connect with that. Why am I not connected with all of that? Because I choose not to have that. Why am I not expressing all of that? Because I'm choosing to express only what I am choosing to express right here, right now. It's not because you have the ability to do it that you have to do it. I'm choosing to experience this moment in this way, right? Human beings are the only idiots that think that, oh, I have to do all of that. No, you don't. You only do what you decide to do, because you have the choice and you choose. We do choose. Now, we don't have the conscious, we don't have the, most of the time, we don't have the consciousness of this. And we are unconsciously expressing belief systems that are limiting our moments. Those act as filters. We have a lot of those filters, and that's why our reality looks like a certain way instead of looking like another way. If we were applying other belief system, our reality would look like completely different. And if we were not applying any belief system, we wouldn't have any reality. We will be in another place, because this is belief system. All of this is belief system. The expression of belief system is what you are surrounding of. It's many belief systems. That's how it is. However, the thing is, right, I could choose any of those then. But I was talking about belief systems. When I let go of the constraint of those belief systems, meaning that we have the 5 those. I exist here and now. What I put out, it's what you put out is what you get. The one is the oldest one, and changes is the only constant in the universe, except for the first full law, right? These are the 5 laws. Great. It means that everything else is a belief system. So when you take that, you know that everything is a belief system, then you choose not to be bound by belief systems. You let go of that, and you choose to say, this is me in this now, and I will simply allow myself not to feel compelled in any way to express any belief system, to express any constraint, to express anything because that's what I'm choosing. Still, right? We are playing human, we are playing belief system, we are playing stuff. However, there is this way of just letting go. Let go of any of those, anything, everything, gone. So that what happens is that suddenly you are in a void. You are outside of any belief systems, is being outside of human, is being outside. I'm trying to explain that so very badly, obviously, but you're not expressing any human limitation, any human emotion, any human relationship of human. It's the scariest place to be. I tried it. Yes, the day before. I was showering and I just got in there and I felt integrating, right? I talked about this yesterday, by the way. Yeah, that's true. So I felt integrating a huge side part of me, vibration, integrating that huge part of me of vibration coming in as I was opening the gate, right? Opening the door to that to enter me and be there expressed. I was learning that, right? I was exploring myself, and I discovered that of me. And as I was doing that, though, I could hear the human screaming, scared like hell. What are you doing to me? You're killing me. What is happening? Do not forget me. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing. Oh my goodness, what is happening? I could hear that because that was absolutely not human. Or I should say, that was not the expression of human that we are in the habit of having. To be completely releasing all belief systems, all of them. Yeah. And at the same moment, after being scared and to death, but then understanding that fear of death, of disappearing, of not having anything anymore was simply and clearly an expression of fear of that void. Once you integrate that void, I realized that the human is able to accept it because it's integrating. The moment you integrate yourself in that, you integrate that side of you, well, that becomes you, and it's a discovery, and it becomes part of the all, right? But it's what I'm saying, and right, when we say integrating a side of us, it's that side is already there. It's the discovery. We're discovering it. We are the ones separating ourselves from the self, and that's why we are so keen in saying, "Oh, I integrate." We are all ready, and this is one of the things that I'm now. Well, I already knew, but I've clearly more discovered in these days is that we already are all there is. The I am, it's already. And I'm discovering parts of that I am me in those moments, in every moment, so that I'm not integrating. I'm discovering, I'm releasing the blind. Everything is already here. I have everything already here in this moment. It's already here. My belief systems make me blind to many of those things, because the belief system, that's what it can do, is that it makes us blind to many things. The example I gave before of this human that has a potential of riding a dragon, well, that is only possible in the versions of reality where the belief that the existence of dragons is a knowledge and the dragons are existing. In our reality, that is not the case, so that right is not possible. So that potential is already eliminated from the potentials of nows that person has. Right? That is what it is. So I'm blinded by my belief system to many things that are already here now. So what I'm doing is that I'm releasing those belief systems so that I'm able to perceive more and more and more of me. But those things that I'm perceiving more and more and more are already. I do not need to become anything. I already am those things. I'm discovering that. So going back to the healing and the realization that I had about all of this healing that is there. Hi, Roxy, and welcome. That is the appearance, the understanding, the being able now to express that, to know that and express that, more close to the unconditional. So what I've done the other day into entering and discovering and allowing that side of me, it's going back closer to the unconditional. And so why am I not so? When we are human beings, right? This is something that we choose to come here into a realm of humans. So we are expressing it, we are living it, and we are creating it. So that's what we are, and that's what we are doing. Now, human beings are characterized, well, there are many things that are characterizing us, but mainly our emotions. We're known for the emotions. We are emotionally unstable most of the time. We are very warlike, so confrontational, and so easily getting into wars and that kind of things. And we are also known for separation, delusional separation. So, well, that's also part of our belief systems that makes that, well, we are blinded to what we is linked to our belief system, right? The filters that we have and that we are expressing. So when those filters fall down, well, the fall of the belief system, then the blinds fall and the beliefs, the filters are gone, so that we are able to perceive more of the self, express more of the self, and have these things just appearing to be there. But they already were there. That's the point, is that unbeknownst and not known by our conscious expression of human, those things are already there and expressing and using, right? However, The moment you really enter into the discovery, so you discover that science, then you enter also in the allowance of using that. As I was saying, it's not a question of past or future because again they are not a thing, so that we can express all of those things, whether it's in the future, whether it's in the past. It's not that, it's now, so it's all available to us now. Whew. Right? So all of that, yes, so much words for something that is actually very, very simple, and something that we are doing, and that we are right here, right now. And it's just that way. So now I go out of the way, and let's have Sioux coming back. Skål. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Squat. Kuatak. Skuariwara. Good. Dua. So, there. You see, there is a huge difference between the way you are doing that and the way we are showing you how to do, how to use your breath as an empowerment, as a tool of magic, as a tool of healing, as a tool that you have at your disposal. That is an example of what your dynasty is about. It's your knowing. Call it heritage if you want. Why not? But none of us is dead. So that you are not inheriting it. Actually, you are expressing it. It's your knowing. It's what you have as a tool to express. It goes into the healing or it goes into anything else. Empowerment. The empowerment of the self. Can you feel how much more empowered you feel right now? Oh, it has nothing to do with your exasperated way of expressing yourself and wasting your breath. Like if anyone cared if you are exasperating. Your expression of breathing, your breath is a spell in itself. But no one ever told you, so you do not know. You think, I'm breathing, I'm breathing, I'm breathing. Oh, this keeps me alive. Good. Now, letting go of your belief systems brings you to be able to express all of your body, all of your sensation, all of what you're doing in a different way. It is an expression of what you call magic. Because you are empowered, and being empowered means that you are able to express yourself limitless. You experienced letting go of your belief systems. Good. And you felt the void. Good. You see that that is a belief system, though, that you are filtering that through your belief system. Is that the void? Were you in existence? Were you outside of reality? You express that way, but I can tell you that is absolutely not where you were and what you were expressing. However, you interpret that through your filters. So you are, and you still are, and you keep expressing your filters. However, you are doing it from the perspective of something completely new, completely outside of everything that you were ever able to know exactly, because no one ever told you. So you are now discovering new concept, new way of being, because you didn't know they were there, but now you know they are there, and they are requiring a completely different way of perceiving the human. You are no longer expressing human being the way you used to express a human being, because that human being no longer exists, because you have taken yourself into a new concept of the self, and that new concept of the self is giving you access to new you. So that was not void, that was you entering into the perception of that new you that is completely different. You called it integration of a higher self and a higher expression of the self. Oh my goodness, higher, higher. It's not higher, it's not whatever the fuck you think it is. It is you, an expression of you, a new way of feeling, being, expressing. So you felt that as a void because it's new. You don't know what the fuck that is. And so you never encounter that. So it's completely different. And that is also the realization that in order to be able to express those vibrations, that way of being, you need to let go of your belief systems, the limitations that you are constantly expressing when you are expressing that way of being. You are no longer that. You engage yourself in a evolutionary dynasty, in the recognition of your evolutionary dynasty, and therefore revolutionizing yourself into this new you. And you saw the dad of you, the dad of that old self. You've seen that many times in your dreams. And you were scared. As you were scared the other day when that was happening and you were screaming. But you literally committed murder in that moment. You murder yourself to awaken a new self. It's inevitable that you let go of the old expression to have a new expression rising. That's how it goes. That's how you're going to evolve the species, to bring in a completely new species through you evolving and being that new species, that new human, which already exists. It's already you, but you are not yet seeing it because it's not part of your belief systems. Ah, yes. So, all of you is here right now. And you are only perceiving that is expressing your belief system. You literally have already no limitations. And all limitations that you are expressing, they are the result of your belief system. That is there. As you have already correctly stated, you are still bound by those belief systems because you are creating this, interpreting this, which is interpretation of reality, because interpretation of energy, because this is all vibration that you are interpreting in this way. Now, though, your new perception of you, of reality, of belief systems, of how you can play with your belief system, let go of your belief system, allowing reality to change the way you perceive it, the way you expressed it is changing too, so that you are creating all a new As you are new, you are different, everything is different, everything is interacting with you in a different way. And as you acclimate yourself with new self, you have experiences. You realize that you still have those obsessional thoughts, and you let go of them. You realize that and this and many things, and then you go, and then you still have doubts. Do I do this? Do I do that? And you have your husband telling you exactly how it is. This is not respect, so I let go of that. So what do you do? What do you choose to do for yourself? You have there the example of how a being that is even not trying, he is even not trying to pretend to have any close knowledge of what you're doing, and he is giving you a fantastic teaching. So what are you going to do tomorrow? Are you going to accept, to refuse? What do you feel? You were able to give him the advice, do what you feel it's right for you, and you. What are you going to do? Because now it's for you the moment to realize that then you have to do for you what you will do for others. What advice you will give? Why don't you apply that to the self? Apply that to the self. Do it for the self, because that is what it is. You have to be clear about that. Your ability to do that, to see yourself and to understand yourself, and to listen to yourself if that is proposed to you is not what you want, that you feel that you're not entering into any passion for what you have been proposed, then what are you going to do with that? Because you have been evaluating the situation where you clearly had only one option that you were really happy with. You still evaluate it, and you are still giving yourself a story that could be a good choice, where at the same moment you were pretending that could be a good choice, you felt miserable into the prospect of that choice, of experiencing that cage again. You know yourself, and this is for everyone, and you know yourself, you know what choices you have, and when you have those choices to make, you know what you prefer. So why doubting? Why evaluating any other choice when you know which choice is the one that makes you feel better? Going in a place, caging yourself in a situation that you know that is going to make you miserable, because you're going to be miserable even if you are cheating yourself into believing that it's just for a limited time. I'm going to be there just a couple of months, and at the end of those months it's gonna be over. I can keep that for a couple of months. I will just do that for a couple of months. It's fine. I'm going to be in that situation for some hours, for a couple of days. I can go and see my family. It's gonna be all right. I can go into that job because it's just for 2-3 months, and I will be all right. And miserable, and hating yourself for doing it, and hating yourself for putting yourself in that situation again when you know that you hate it. So why did you evaluate it? Why even you accept it to take that into consideration when you hate it? You know that you are worth. Do you think that that choice is expressing your worth? It's more expressing your lack and your fear than your empowerment. Now I know, yes, you have made your choice and you choose to express that side of you and not accept it. Still, you evaluated that. So that is something that you have now to see and to ask yourself, why did I accept to go into that evaluation? Where I know perfectly well that I hate it. You have stated that so many times that you hate that situation. You see how miserable that word is. Miserable for those that are expressing that are into that word. And you know that it's miserable for you. You remember the self that was into that situation, and that self was absolutely miserable and scared and even unable to take a decision. And now you want to go back to there, even for just a couple of months? What is time? Oh, for us, nothing. For you, eternity. You know too much to cheat yourself into cheating yourself. No is an answer. Use it. So, you see, healing comes in many different ways, and sometimes is healing comes from confronting the human with his cheating, with his inability to see the situation in a vibrational way. What is the vibration? What is the vibration that you are expressing when you put yourself in a situation, in a yes, when you are questioning yourself, when you are doubting yourself, you have a clear way. You are able to do that, to put yourself, see yourself, and not question whether should I do this, whether should I do that. Position yourself into the vibration of it. What is vibration? This situation is presenting itself. There is a choice to be made. Look at that in a vibrational way, and you'll have your answer. You even do not need to ponder it. Yes, no, what can happen, but this and that, and maybe this and maybe that, because there is this person and there is the other person, and then there is the feelings of this person that I have to spare because I love them, because they are funny, because they are connected with me, because this, because and that, and so all of that is present, and all of this is absolutely important to me, that I'm going to fuck myself in order to preserve them. Because I'm a nice person and I don't want other people to be to suffer because I am doing things for myself. because they are going into so much pain because of me, because then I'm not a good person if someone is suffering. Oh my goodness. But if I cage myself, if I put myself in prison, even just for 1 or 2 days, their feelings are spared. They're not going to suffer. Fuck it. You know that vibrationally is just bullshit. If you suffer, they're suffering too. You are connected, you are one. The suffering of one is the suffering of the whole. That's connection. That's what connection is. So if you put yourself into misery, everything is misery, because there is you and only you, and everything else is connection, is vibration, is energy, is you. It's why your reality is always about you. So if you are miserable, everything is miserable. You're making the separation. There is no separation ever. Creation is not about separation. You make it about separation. So if you make yourself miserable, then everything is misery. So vibrationally, you already feel the misery in the choice you are cheating yourself to make. So that's not a good choice. Not wrong. It's not a wrong choice. But it's not the one you prefer. It's not the one where you feel empowered. And your perception of vibration is telling you that. It's the communication that you have with yourself is giving you that information. That's why you're not feeling it. That's why you're feeling pain. That's why you are feeling so not good about your decision. That's why you keep pondering it, wondering about it, trying to find a way not to make it so painful. And there is no way, because that is not the choice that you want to make in an empowered way. So you are cheating yourself. So you can just make the choice now to stop cheating yourself and simply recognize the vibration that you are feeling when those opportunities are presenting themselves to you. If the vibration is no, then say no. You're not, again, losing an opportunity. You cannot lose the opportunity. All right. Now, back to the healing. This is healing, because this is part of the way you condition yourself. It's part of the way you are traumatized, because you are unable to make your choices based on empowerment. You have been taught in making your choices based on lack, on unworthiness. So it becomes easy for you to just accept unworthiness as the result of your choices. You choose unworthiness because, oh my goodness, you're unworthy anyway. So from what can you birth from unworthiness? Well, more unworthiness, right? You keep yourself into that, whereas you have now the ability of feeling that and feel that that is not what you want to choose, and you have all the choices, and those choices can be made, right? So this is healing. How you perceive that, how you apply it, how you make that appear to you, so that then, yes, then you can absolutely be shining that light and be able to attract those that are in the need of that light to guide or to express, to heal, and offer a empowered choice. If you are empowered in your choices, then you can empower and everyone in their choices. Not making the choice for them, no, but confront them with the vibration of their choices. And you can do that. You are already doing that. But then keep doing that for yourself too. And that is the even more important part of it, right? So healing, this is healing applied to decision making, opportunities, decision. You've been learning trauma, you've been learning separation, you've been learning unworthiness, and so unworthy choices. You heal that, and then you empower your choices, and you will always choose the empowered self, and you will let go of the lackful self, because that self is no longer there. Once you see it, you don't choose it anymore. You choose the empowerment, because you are the empowerment and you can empower. And so that is healing. And then this is what comes from your dynasty, the evolutionary dynasty. The evolutionary dynasty learns all of this moment, 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 moment. And then you express it, and they express it, but it's still you, it's always you expressing it. So, what did happen the other night? You've been seeing the healing, the smoke, the wind, the evolution, and all that you are in that, the magic that is in that. And magic is a belief system. It's how you humans call that magic. You have to change your perception of magic, because it's not magic in the sense that you give to the world of magic. It's a tool. It's your technology. It's your knowing. It's what you are able to do. Magic has a connotation in your belief system of making something appear from thin air, from nothing. Mm. So it's related to your idea of fantasy, of impossible, of miracle. Magic is not a miracle at all. So you need to let go of that way of seeing magic. It's not a miracle. It's the expression of creation. It's vibration. It's interacting with vibration, going to that unconditional, and from the unconditional, expressing creation. It's the empowerment, not the miracle. None of you are making miracles, you idiots. Miracles? You are expressing vibration, interpreting vibration, creating from vibration. When you understand that, you'll make magic. So healing is exactly that, interacting with vibration. That's what it is. Feel the vibration, interact with it, and then express it. Mm. Yeah, we come from, or yeah, let's say this way. Our human expression of magic is not coming from the same belief system. We have been able to relate to the vibration, to relate to creation from heart to reality, from reality to heart, and to use that as a expression of change. Magic is changing, yes. Evolving, yes. But magic is not miracle. It's this moment, and from this to this, change, magic, evolution, and there you express yourself. So, whatever tool you use to express your magic, it's irrelevant. What is relevant is your belief system. As long as you believe miracle, then our perspective cannot match. But the moment you realize the vibration, you perceive the vibration and you stay in the vibration, your relationship with magic is going to change. Your healing ability are going to evolve. Your technology is going to evolve. Your knowledge is going to evolve into a new perspective, a new you. Because then you'll see we were in that. We are in that perspective. So that our reality of what we do has nothing to do with what you are doing. Compared to us, you are amateurs. But what is the difference between us, the way we express magic, and you, the way you express magic, is the belief system. So the vibration. You put the vibration of miracle in it, and so you are completely lackful. We were making just the unconditional vibration change. And so our ability of manifesting is unlimited. So what you are seeing in your vision is that expression, is us being unlimited. Your belief system of limitation, your belief systems of what is possible and what is not possible is so limiting. Whereas when you are in a configuration where you do not limit yourself, you do not imprison yourself in choosing what is possible, what is not possible, though this is scaring us, so we cannot do that because it's so scary for so many. If I fly, everyone is scared, so I don't fly. I cannot manifest that because, oh goodness, no, everyone is gonna be taking me for crazy, or they are going not to stop it. It's about you, not about them. All of that is still part of limitation and of beliefs and of I am scared of doing it. I cannot do it. Right? Your ability to enter into that evolutionary dynasty now is there. You open the door, you open the perception, you open everything that needs to be open. Now it's up to you to take your track and enforce that door, destroy the door and enter into it. There is no way, well, the door, it's you putting there the door. There is no door, but you have a door. Enter and explore and be it. It's there for you. As it's there for us, it's there for all of us. And you can now perceive it, so it's there. Go in and use it. Humans do limit. That's a reality. Now you have to see that that is a choice in this moment of having limitations. Those limitations are not the standard. It's what you're using right here, right now. You let go of those limitations and you are still in a reality, human reality, but in a human reality where those limitations are not valid anymore. And so you create for yourself new opportunities. That's the evolution of the species. That's going from this version of human to a new version of human that is for you to be discovered. But if you hold yourself into, oh, magic is a miracle. Oh, this can be done. That cannot be done. This is dangerous. They are scared. I'm scared. If you put yourself in that, forget it. Go play with your dolls, with your stuff, and forget it. It's not for you. But you are now perceiving it, allowing it, giving yourself that opportunity. It's now to you to choose to do it. All of you have this kind of choices. You have your perception of reality, your limitations. Belief systems are limitations. You can say whatever you want. They are limitations. So you take your limitations and you let go of them. As human beings, you will always have residual, or you always will have some other belief systems or some other stuff, because that keeps you human, right? Because you are human and you are remaining human until you are not human anymore. But then there you will know, oh, I'm something else, still human, but a new human. Oh, look at me. Oh, this is different. Right, I've evolved. Great. Still human, new human. But when that is, you'll know it. Will it be you as you right now? No, certainly not. You're gonna die. What does that mean? Well, it means that a new you will be created. And in order to have a new you create, you have to die. You don't die. You are infinite in the moment you exist, but you evolve. You are not any longer there because you cannot. The new you is always there in every moment. That's the way. So, from there, the moment you are no longer the limitation, you will know it. Because your reality will literally then completely be different. But it's also that your metamorphosis is that at some point you will be different, still human, but different. That's your evolutionary dynasty applied, because, well, I'm 85, I cannot keep going with this body because my belief system that is applying time is making me an old man, an old lady that is not able anymore to sustain a evolution. So I need to metamorphosize myself into a new self that has a new body and that can start from scratch, but then evolve and do it again. Keep going with this evolutionary self. Still you, new body, new place, new everything. And there you go. So you are not taken, right? You are not limited by time, but your belief system is telling you this is necessary because, well, I cannot tell the story that I am 200-year-old. I need to have a story that says that I died. When you let go of these belief systems, then it's going to be a completely different story, and you will have lives where you are going to be 200, 300, 400 year old. Yes, absolutely, but not until the relationship with time stays the way it is right now. Evolution, 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 but you are evolving in time from that perspective, right? Belief systems that are applied and that have a meaning, and so that you have to go through these kind of things. But here is the thing, is that when you are in your next iteration, that you are 50-year-old and that you are experiencing yourself in your evolution, or that you have the knowledge of it and that you are evolving into it now, in this now you are that self, in this now you are that self. So my question is, what is bringing you from this now to that now? Is there time in between? No, there is no time in between. This is you right now. This is you in 100 years as a 50-year-old. And this is you right now. Is there time in between? No, there is no time in between. Are there two lifespans? Oh, from the perspective of your belief system, there are two lifetimes. But from the perspective of the creator, this and this, it's you. Now. And this you goes to this you through a story. Telling a story. Yes, there is a story of life here and a story of life here. Still, though, it's you. Evolving? Yes. Now? Yes. So your belief system is telling you that these are two beings. Again, belief system. So learn how to evolve your beliefs. Learn how to evolve yourself, and you're doing it. And so that the way you express yourself is going to evolve. Now, how is it going to evolve? That it's up to you to discover. You're using time, and that's not going to disappear like that. So it's you discovering. Go and discover and evolve and do your stuff now. And have fun. Remember, you can have fun doing that. Enjoy. Mm, thank you. So was saying he was saying I'm not as fucked up, and it's, it's, yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing great. Yeah. Mm. Hi, James. Whew. So this is Sioux. And he's showing me really of um, it's a reality where, as you say, so magic is vibration, is creation, is that way. So it's expressed in that way. I think that one of the best way of having an idea of how that is when you think of um, the um, Asian, Chinese, Japanese, and the way they express certain things, right? Of flying, right? This ninja and these people that are cultivating and being able, right, to fly their sword, or their right, going on the roofs and just jumping on it, and this kind of thing, right? That's the way, uh, which is also something that we see as fantasy, or as, right, the fruit of some demented mind, is I think, but that's real. That's a real. That's real. That is how um, we can see how belief system work, because that is a belief system, right? The fact of knowing that you can fly and right, just jump on the roof of a building because you know that you can do it, right? That's magic applied, but it's vibration applied, it's reality, right? Creation is like that, because that's the ability, that's the technology used, and there is no belief system that says that gravity is keeping you right. No, you can do those things. So that is the idea, right? It's a reality where the limitations of our belief systems doesn't cloud those opportunities. That's happening. That's it happens. It's just the way it is, and no one question it, or no one, because it's the way it is. There is no other way. It's the way they know, and so things then happen, right? Creation happens in that way. Oh, I'm tired now. Okay. So let me just remind you, May 13th, group healing session. You can register on my website. If you are registered with my Patreon, then, well, you access it anyway directly from Patreon. And yeah, I'm enjoying, well, time to go. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been fun, and, well, thank you. I love you, and I'm always happy to have you here and connect with you.